What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Welcome to Nancy Drew, number 19, The Haunting of Castle Malloy. This is one of my favorite Nancy Drew games because of just the atmosphere of it and just a lot of the gameplay. It looks really good, and I just wanted to share one of my favorite games with you all.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew.
So here on Nancy's desk we have the lamp, a bunch of other little odds and ends from different games. You can look at the scrapbook for all of her past cases. This scrapbook's there until case 25, Alibi and Ashes. And then there's this tutorial book if you need anything else with that. But there's basically going to be a walkthrough for it. Let's take a quick glance at the case file.
When Malloy called me from her home in London and asked me to be your maid of honor, I was a little reluctant. After all, I hadn't seen her since she stayed with us as an exchange student a couple of years ago. But when she told me the wedding is going to take place at an old family castle in Ireland, how could I say no? The wedding will be very small, but Kyler still needs help with all the final preparations, which means she'd like me to arrive several days early. So I'm going to fly to Dublin, rent a car, and meet Kyler at Castle Malloy. She warned me that the place is somewhat in need of repairs, whatever that means. And unfortunately, by the time I get there, it'll be night. But I've never been to Ireland before, and I've never even seen a real honest-to-goodness castle, let alone stayed in one. So the fact that it may be dark and run down just makes it more of an adventure. And you know me, whenever the question is who wants to go on an adventure, my answer is always, I do.
Wedding pun. Alright. Aw. Look at that. Kyler Tegan Mallory of London and Matthew William Simmons of London request your presence to witness their exchange of matrimonial vows on the 1st of June at 1 o'clock. Location is Castle Malloy, Baylor, Ireland. Alright, got my phone card. And let's go. Let's do this on Senior Detective. I 100% agree with Nancy that I would love to see a castle one day, and I'm from Ohio, and there's really not a ton of there's a couple like.
So your plane was on time, your luggage arrived, your rental car was waiting, everything went without a hitch.
Yep, and according to Kyler's directions, I'm within 2 kilometers of Castle Malloy. Now stop worrying about me and get over to the Dunhills. What time is it there?
Around 2. The party just started. It's gonna go all day, so I've got plenty of time. Are you driving?
Yes, Ned, I'm talking on my cell phone while I'm driving, but it's okay. There's absolutely no traffic. And I think I see the gates. I gotta go. Say hi to the Dunhills for me and have fun.
Without you? Yeah, right. Take care, Nancy.
Whoa! Hold on.
What was that?
See, kids, that is why you don't call and drive on the phone. If that makes any sense, it probably does not. Look, a little doll thingy. And a sheep. I love sheep. What's up, sheep? Rude. Alright. Well. So I was saying, there's a couple, like, quote-unquote castles in Cleveland. But there's not a ton. There's not like this that they depict in this game. Hello.
Oh,
Hello, friend.
Hello. I'm Nancy Drew. I'm here for the wedding.
The wedding's been called off, so go on back to where you come from.
No, wait, please. My car's in the ditch by the gate. I can't go anywhere.
Walk down the road to the inn then. Give me your keys and I'll see to your car in the morning.
I left the keys in the car. Can I at least talk to Kyler?
She's sleeping.
No, wait. I came all the way from the States.
You cannot stay here. Go to the inn, I said. Now off with you. Here.
Please, can I come in just for a minute? Hello? Are you there? Hello?
Oh, well, Nancy. Alright. Well, we'll go to the inn then. We'll just check it out. Boy. Nancy, why do you leave your keys in the car? You don't leave your keys in the car. Like, ever. Can we investigate the car? I never checked that. Nothing? Nope. Well. Let's check it. In. Come on. Oh, no vacancy.
Be right with you, miss.
Oh, don't worry about it. Welp, we're back here. Hey, Denal, or whoever you are, caretaker, whatever. You weren't supposed to know his name yet. I know his name because I've played this before because it's such a fun game. But, whoa, stay on the path, Nancy. No, let me go off that way. Alright, well, here we go. Let's check the door first. Let's try again. Come on.
I can't stay at the inn. There are no rooms. Please open the door.
Come on.
Tyler, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
I want to see how many things she says until she just stops.
Kyler, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Alright, so that's a window. We want to see if anybody's in there. So let's, you know what, I'm just gonna do one of these. Haha! I'm sorry. Hi, Kyler. Sorry about the window. Let me in. You punk.
Deaf are you now? I told you you cannot be staying here.
No, what are you doing? That's Nancy Drew, my maid of honor. Let her in.
Alright, then.
Matt's disappeared? How can somebody you came all the way out here with to marry just disappear?
He hasn't disappeared for good. You have to understand, Matt's a bit of a prankster, and the wedding is still days away.
He disappeared as a prank?
He adores getting people in a tizzy. I do think he's pushing the envelope this time, but he'll show up. Mind you, it may not be till I've started down the aisle, but he'll show, saying he just wanted to make this a wedding no one shall ever forget.
Why did that man at the door tell me the wedding was off?
That was the caretaker, Donald Delaney. Not Donald, mind you. There's no D at the end, so it's pronounced Donal. That's the way you're supposed to spell it, which is to say that's the way the Irish spell it.
Proud of his heritage, huh?
Indeed. Which would be tolerable if his love for the Irish wasn't accompanied by an abiding distaste for the British. Now, he rather likes me, but that's only because he considers me to be Irish, since I'm directly related to the man who used to own this place. When it comes to my British fiancé, Donald detests him, which is why he was so quick to tell you the wedding's off. He wants it to be off. He came right out and said, if I am to be married in Castle Malloy, it simply must be to an Irishman. Said my marrying a Brit would upset the fairy people, or whatever he calls them.
You sure the wedding shouldn't at least be postponed?
I'm telling you, he'll show. You see, sometimes I hear him. You know, his voice. It's very faint and muffled, but it sounds like he's calling to me, saying things I can't quite make out. Teasing me, the lout. So I know he's somewhere close by. He'll be here for the wedding. I'd stake my life on it. Of course, I remember well your penchant for solving mysteries. So if you want to give this one a go, by all means do. You could start in the nursery. It's down the hall. That's where Matt had set up his cot and was spending most of his time. Find him, Nancy. Having my maid of honor ruin this silly vanishing trick of his would teach him a lesson he sorely needs.
Someone ran out in front of my car on my way here and caused me to drive into a ditch.
Are you all right?
Me, I'm fine. My car and my cell phone, not so good. And I'm pretty sure whomever I saw dropped this. Looks like some kind of homemade doll.
The clothes. It looks like Matt. And that's his ring. What did the person who dropped this look like?
I didn't really get a good look. It was dark and I was distracted and it moved so fast. Frankly, I'm not even sure if what I saw was a person.
Denal, the caretaker. When we realized Matt was gone, straight away Denal claimed Matt had been kidnapped by fairies. Which is of course utterly ridiculous. It was probably Matt himself you saw, tricked out in some costume and leaving that doll behind just to confound us. Well, I do hope he's enjoying himself, because as soon as we're married, that will be that. No more practical jokes. Ever.
When you said you sometimes hear Matt, where are you when that happens? In here?
In here, in the nursery, sometimes outside. His voice is always very muffled and very, very faint, so I can never tell where it's coming from or what he's saying. But it's Matt, I'm sure of it.
And you've looked all over for him?
When it became apparent he was missing, we searched everywhere, for hours. We were afraid he'd gone wading and drowned or something, or wandered into the bog, or gotten lost out on the moor. But we found no footprints, no clothes lying around, nothing. So when I heard his voice, it dawned on me he was playing one of his outlandish pranks. I was furious with him, but truth be told, it was also a bit of a relief.
Does it bother you to be here all by yourself?
Actually, Matt's best friend Kit Foley is here too. He set up a cot in the Great Hall downstairs.
When did he arrive?
We all came out together.
Where does Mr. Delaney live?
All I know is he comes at dawn and leaves at sunset. I can't fathom what he does all day, but he always seems to be puttering away at something. When he's not working, he spends most of his time down the road at the Screaming Banshee Inn.
How long has he been the caretaker?
I don't know that either. A long time, I should imagine, seeing as he more or less came with Grandpapa's estate. I should let him go. All he ever talks about are banshees and fairies and leprechauns, and he can be quite obstinate, as you saw at the door. But if Grandpapa saw fit to put up with him all those years, I suppose I can too.
What are you doing in here, if you don't mind my asking?
Reading. About myself, in a way. You see, until my Grandpapa died and left me this place, not only did I have no idea that this castle existed, but I had no idea my real name was not Mallory, but Malloy. Apparently, Grandpapa changed his name 50 years ago, so no one would find out he was Irish.
Your parents didn't even know?
Unfortunately, they're no longer with us, so I can't ask them. But as far as I know, Grandpapa never told anyone his true ancestry, not even my father. I think it had something to do with his brother, Brendan, the man who owned this place and was living here when it exploded during World War II. He was rumored to have been a double agent, supposedly doing top-secret research for the Allies, but in truth passing his findings on to the Axis. Not exactly a brother you want people to know about.
If the rumors were true.
Anyway, ever since I found out I'm a Malloy, I can't stop reading about Ireland. So many different people have populated this country at one time or another. The Celts, the Druids, the Gaels. It's all quite fascinating.
Have you come across anything in here that indicates whose side your great-uncle was really on?
No, and if he was half as smart as he was reputed to be, I highly doubt I ever shall. He was quite the inventor, I do know that. Everything that remains in this place seems as if it's been tinkered with. Even his daughter's dollhouse, of all things.
Interesting.
I'll catch you later.
The 5 months I spent living with you, your dad, and Hannah. And Togo, of course. That was a very happy time for me, Nancy. I can't tell you how thrilled I am you're here.
I get to see you again, and I get to see Ireland? I'm the one who's thrilled, believe me. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. I'm your maid of honor, remember?
I haven't forgotten.
Alrighty. So that's the start of the game. I just realized this now, that I wonder if there's any information to see if we can find out which side of the war that Brendan was on. So this is a puzzle. It's a rings puzzle. You have to move everything without moving them all at once, because you can only pick up the top ring. So your goal, pretty much, oops, is to kind of move things around so that way you can get this 7th ring unburied. Drop down. I don't know why it's double clicking for me. On the junior mode puzzle, it is only 5 rings. And for this one, it is 7. And here we go. Now that you have all these rings moved around to right here, you can move the 7th right there. And now you never have to touch this ring again. You just have to keep moving stuff around to unbury each ring. Okay. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna move this 5 over here so I can get this stack right over there. This involves moving a lot of things back and forth. This puzzle is slightly contrived. Because it doesn't make much sense for this thing to be powering a lantern, which is the whole reason why we're doing this puzzle. And now since that's all here, remove that. Now we need to get these 4 on the middle ring so we can unbury the 5. So we unburied 4, the 4th one. Let's move that there, and that there, then that there. So now we can get the 5 there. And now it should be pretty simple from here. And we'll move 3 right over here, unburying the 4. And then we'll move it so that way these 2 are there. 3, then 2, then 1. And that powers the lantern for us. I think that's the quickest I ever solved that puzzle.
This'll come in
Yep.
handy.
Now, when you get that, you're supposed to be able to explore the castle grounds.
Whoa, that would have been quite a fall.
Yep. Let's see what else we got. We have a gear puzzle, but we don't have all the gears yet. We still need to get a couple. Oh. I took a book. Which book did I take? Oh, the Zodiacs. That puzzle will come up later on. See if there's anything else here. Let's explore this room as thoroughly as we can because we are ace detectives. Okay, nothing there. And now we have the weights. Which we don't have all the weights, we're missing 2. And this is like how they're separated. And is there anything else to think? Okay. Ooh. Never noticed that screen. Okay. Bye, Kyler. Alright. So let's see what's in the nursery now. Huh? Hey, what's up, Crow? Hey. Quit stealing stuff. Let's see what we got on the floor. Alright, so we're gonna need to find a couple of those gems. Uh-oh. That's a pair of glasses right near the fireplace. Why would they be near the fireplace? This room is so creepy. Evil returns to the evildoer. Oh my gosh. Whoa! See not what you see, and hear not what you hear. Oh man. I'm getting creeped out. Oh well. Le Lapin Bleu. Oh man, those teeth look familiar though. Truth speaks even though the tongue were dead. Oh. This is a puzzle. Do we have everything for this puzzle? We got a cow, we got a pig. We got the cat. Alright, fine. So the way this puzzle works is you have to use this directory here. So the red means either directly next to or directly above, and you have to check which each direction. And then above in any direction, to the side in any direction. But we only have these 4 to worry about. So the cow is directly above a pig, and the pig is directly next to a horse. Sorry, I sneezed. Alright, so let's... Those would have to go here. Because the pig had to be directly next to the horse, and the cow has to be directly next to a pig. The cat has to be directly next to a soldier, and the cat has to be directly above the guy here. So the cat, the only soldier that is on the 2nd floor, because he has to be above somebody, is right here. Which means this guy has to be right there. Alright, and she needs to be directly next to a soldier, so that can go right there. And let's check that. And we did it! And we got a coin! Awesome! Any more that we can do? Oh, we need to find more puzzles. Creepy. Oh, cool. We get a coin out of it. A silent mouse is sweet to hear. Oh, jeez. Is it, though? Is it really? Alright. So, let's do this. So, the first square here... Oh, hang on. Okay. So, this one right over here has to have this one. And you can right click to rotate. And then we need the one with 2 purples, the green bottom, and the blue head. So this one goes there. Then over here, instead of the blue, then this one right here. This one has to have the purple, green, and then the red and the purple right across from it. That one. This one is already in place. This one needs to go here and rotate. And then this one, I think, just needs to rotate. And perfect! And we get a gear for that gear puzzle. I think that's it for the nursery. Let's go talk to Kyler about the glasses.
Nancy, splendid timing. I just thought of something you can do for me. There's an old-fashioned printing press downstairs. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't taken a good look around down there yet.
Just go down the stairs and look for the monstrosity with the big wheel and the levers. You can't miss it. It came with the castle. My great-uncle Brendan had all sorts of gizmos and gadgets and machinery lying around. Anyway, when I saw the printer, I told Matt why not save some money and print the programs for the wedding right here. Problem is, Matt failed to get them done before he turned into the merry prankster. And since I have the mechanical aptitude of a bacterium, would you mind finishing the job for me? You'd only have to print 3 more sheets. And the plate, the ink, the paper, everything you need is right there.
No problem.
Thank you, Nancy. You're the best.
Alright, cool.
Did you print the rest of the programs?
Not yet, but I will.
Anything else to report?
Oh, thank God. I thought we weren't able to talk to her.
I found these glasses in the fireplace in the nursery.
Those are Matt's. You found them in the fireplace?
Did you look there when you were searching for Matt?
Of course not. Why would we look in the fireplace? Matt
Wow, I
never,
just
ever
noticed that.
took his glasses off. Mostly because without them, he can't see 2 feet in front of him.
Did he have an extra pair?
It's possible. Any normal person with eyesight as bad as his would have had 10 extra pairs. But how did those get broken? Oh, Nancy, maybe he truly is in trouble.
Let me do some more looking around before we jump to any conclusions. The glasses could still just be part of an elaborate practical joke.
You're absolutely
I
right.
don't know about that.
Please find him, Nancy. I do so want to strangle him.
Did you know when you decided to hold your wedding here that half the place is pretty much rubble?
Oh, yes. Mind you, I didn't even know that Castle Malloy existed until Grandpapa died and I was notified that I'd inherited it. At which point the executor of his estate sent me pictures and assured me that despite its appearance, it was in fact habitable.
When was the last time someone lived here?
From what I was told, no one's lived here since the explosion.
What kind of explosion?
One summer night in 1944, this place, or half of it at least, just suddenly blew up. It was rumored that my great-uncle Brendan was working on something that involved a new kind of rocket fuel. He was killed along with his wife and young daughter. Apparently, they all just vaporized. Which, I guess, is why Denal claims the nursery, where the little girl spent most of her time, is haunted.
If Matt was staying in the nursery, where's his luggage?
Right there by his cot.
It's not there now.
But it was there, just last night. I remember seeing it when I peeked in to see if he'd finally decided to reappear. At least, I think I saw it last night. If it's not there now, perhaps Denal moved it, took it to storage or something. Because I know I saw it after Matt went missing. So it's around here somewhere, just like he's around here somewhere. I'm sure of it.
I'd better get to work.
Keep me posted.
Alrighty. So let's go look upstairs real quick.
I don't think I can jump that far.
Now that is a game over sequence. I don't want to do that now. I'll probably go through and do it maybe later. I'm so bad at this. Alright. Well, let's take a look down here. That looks really cold. What's up, Miss Fortune Teller lady?
I would like a fortune.
Ooh, I don't like that. Madam Isabel. Gotta wait. Scope! Oh god, I love that game. And here's another way. Oh, the wedding table. That's so weird. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Alright, that big printing press.
I should use black ink to print the
Hey,
programs.
look at that. Alright, now that's the printing plate, so you need to press the black ink on there. And take the paper. Hit ink plate left the machine. Oh. Oh, okay. And then you dry the ink. I think so.
Alan Payne. That's kind of weird.
Interesting. That means Nancy and Alan have to walk down the aisle together. Patrick will fire tea. State your vows, student ring pronouncement. Loving memory of parents John and Sarah Malloy and David and Christina Simmons. Oh, it's two programs. Okay. Oh yeah. I'd love to use one of these old machines. Okay, so that's all you need. Oh. Whoa, that ain't Matt. That is not Matt. That's you, this guy. See if there's anything else to look at before talking to Kit. Nope. Hi, Kit.
I can't just go snooping.
Oh, it's that
Hi,
guy.
you must be Nancy Drew. I'm Kit Foley. Ignore the eye if you can. Walked into a door the other day. Looks worse than it feels. I'm a bit surprised you're still here, given the circumstances.
I was going to say the same about you.
I'm not about to leave Kyler here by herself. Until she comes to her senses, I'm staying put.
What do you mean, comes to her senses?
Matt isn't playing a practical joke, and he hasn't been kidnapped by fairies. He got cold feet and left. It's as simple as that.
Are you sure?
Well, Matt didn't come out and tell me he was leaving. But hey, I am his best friend. I know him better than anybody. I mean, he loves Kyler, but she can be a handful. And he's no pushover either. Their relationship is so tempestuous, it scares him. She thinks once he makes a real commitment, everything will be fine. But he's not so sure. So he bailed.
Without saying anything to her?
I'm sure he'll contact her in another day or two. In the meantime, she's in a raging state of denial, and I, for one, don't see any harm in allowing her to stay that way. I seriously doubt he walked out on her for good. It's just that for Matt, marriage is way too much, way too soon.
When or how did you realize that Matt had disappeared?
Kyler and I went for a walk, came back, and the next thing I knew, Kyler was saying Matt was nowhere to be found.
Did you help look for him?
Kyler and I searched every inch of the place, inside and out, but it was the luggage that clinched it. When I checked the nursery and saw that Matt's suitcase and backpack were gone, it finally dawned on me that he had left and he wasn't coming back. Of course, by that time, Kyler had convinced herself that he was simply playing one of his practical jokes, and I couldn't bring myself to burst her bubble, so I didn't.
If you and Matt are best friends, how come he didn't make you his best man?
Matt felt like it would be a good move for him politically if he asked this guy he knows from work, Alan Payne, to be his best man, and I said fine, don't worry about it, no big deal.
How come you sound so American?
Because I am American. My father's VP of International Sales for Krollmeister Incorporated. The company transferred him to London 15 years ago. I've pretty much lived there ever since, I just can't seem to pick up the accent.
It looks like you're drawing something. Are you an artist?
Me? Not hardly. I'm with a real estate development company. These are just preliminary sketches for a couple of projects we're working on. In other words, I'm doing homework.
Have you ever developed a project in Ireland?
No, but it's just a matter of time. Especially if we got our hands on a tract of land like the one this castle sits on. Ocean view, easy commute to Donegal, bedrock foundation, readily accessible groundwater. That bog's a bit problematic, but a little sand, a little gravel, a little landscaping, voila! A cluster of 6, maybe 8 luxury homes amid a park-like setting that would sell like lightning.
Good talking to you.
See ya.
I didn't realize he had like a tie off. That's what I was trying to say about Kyler, is the fact that if you look at when we give her stuff, I didn't realize the detail that they went to having her ring on her finger. And there's just, those little things just get me so excited about a game.
Did you finish the programs?
Yep. But I noticed that they say the best man is someone named Alan Payne. If Kit is Matt's best friend, why isn't Kit the best man?
Matt said that's the way Kit wanted it. He got here early too. But when Matt vanished, Alan was certain that Matt was playing a joke and refused to be the butt of it. So he went back to London, saying he'll reappear only when Matt does, and not a moment before. You know, perhaps you should give Alan a call. 0044-020-7946-0481. He may have seen something while he was here that could help you find Matt. You'll have to use the phone down the road at the inn, however. My cell phone gets absolutely no reception here.
I'll let you get back to your reading.
Anytime you want to talk, I'll be right here.
She memorized a 15-digit phone number off the top of her head. I give up. Okay. Whatever. So, now that we have our...
Where are those lights in the tower coming from?
Interesting. We can now explore the castle grounds because we have a lantern. And we're going to actually explore that in the next video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I want to try to get all of this done by Halloween, and I just don't know if time will permit me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Tell me what you think of the intro in the comments below, because I really like how it came out. And thank you guys very much, and I'll see you in the next video.